What's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe and share if you haven't already, in good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. Oh, and I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I said with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so listen, before I get into this video, first of all, shout out to Optics Planet for sending over this hoodie. All right, it is a Vertex hoodie. All right, you can see the logo right there. And this is good for like spring or fall. You could throw it on, put your EDC right there. You can carry inside or outside the waistband, depending on your state regulations. But it's quick to just throw it on, go to the store, and I like it. It's like a feels like a neoprene type of material. It's just light. It's really good. It's nice. So if you want to go check it out, just a heads up, it does run a little big. This is my size, but as I have put it on and kind of adjusted it, it is a little big, but it feels good. So thank you, Optics Planet, for sending this over. All right, so now to get into this Trijicon RMR Type 2 review. Listen. So this is on the M&P 9C 2.0 with the optic ready. Okay, I'm gonna just give you an overall view of how I experienced this particular optic. If you want to find out all the other specifications and features and granular details of it all, you can look up other videos, you can go to the website, you can read all about it. But I am going to give you just a little bit of information so you know exactly what I'm working with. So this is the RM06, which is the 3.25 MOA, okay? It weighs about 1 ounce. It also has an aluminum anodized patented housing. Okay, if you notice, there's like a little U-notch right here. And that is done specifically in case the optic falls on its head. And what it does is it relieves the pressure to the outside of the housing, okay, and takes stress away from the middle of the housing so that it doesn't crack the lens, which is very creative actually in the ingenuity of the housing. What else? It's adjustable, okay, on the sides. You'll see here the plus and minus button for the illumination of the red dot. Also, it has windage and elevation. Okay, it's easy to adjust. I think it's already zeroed for about 25 yards, 25 meters out of the box. And when I put it on here, I didn't have to adjust it at all. So it was already adjusted. Most times though, I say you should probably check and see if it's zeroed, because some optics come zeroed out of the box and some do not, but fortunately for me, it was already zeroed. All right, so what can I say? I really liked it. Okay, so in my previous video, I talked about the RMR Type 1 on my Glock 19. I talked about how I'm not really a fan of red dots or a fan of the RMR, and that was because I felt like the window was small. It's tinted when you look through the window, and I felt like there was a lot going on, right? And ultimately, if I'm being 100% honest, I still feel the exact same way. However, in life, when you spend time with things, you spend time participating in certain activities, you spend time developing relationships, you start to cultivate those relationships, you start to get better at it. And I feel like with this optic, I spent more time behind it. I've had it for a few weeks now. I've shot several hundred rounds through it. I feel good about it. I'm used to punching out, finding my red dot. I can focus now on the dot and not be distracted by the front sight, which is suppressor sights, not distracted by the rear sight. The color inside the field of view of the glass doesn't bother me as much. And so that's only because I have time behind this optic. In the beginning, I thought it was counterproductive of having a red dot on a pistol. However, I will say, after spending time behind it, I have really come to appreciate a red dot. In fact, I'm going to have another video on said red dot, not particularly this red dot, but red dots in general. So look for that. But anyway, I like it. okay? I feel like the red dot illuminates, but it's not as starbursty as the Type 1. Now, I don't know if they did anything with the starburst effect on the Type 2, but I know in the Type 1, I felt like it was just too bright. It was too, I don't know, it was just all over the place. And I don't think I have an astigmatism, but with this one, I feel like it's not as starbursty. It's a little center red dot, and so I like that a lot better. Now, it's not a perfect dot, right? It's not completely round, but it doesn't have that starburst effect that I didn't like in the Type 1. Also, I like that it's rugged. I like that it's robust. It didn't come loose. I didn't feel like it was shifting when I was shooting it. It felt very on point. It was accurate. I just had a really good time shooting it. I'm not sure about the measurements, and this is something I would have to check. I feel like, and maybe it's because I've spent more time behind this, I'm not sure, but I feel like when I look through the glass, it is a tad bit larger field of view than the Type 1. Again, I don't know the exact measurements. I didn't go back to look, so I could be wrong. It just feels wider. But again, it could be because I have more time behind it, okay? So that was definitely worth noting. Now, if I'm being honest, as much as I like it, I have to talk about the cons. And I kind of already mentioned the cons, you know, the tinted window, which I didn't care for. You can see on the outside where you have like ambient light and a slightly blued lighting, but on the inside, it's a tint of blue. Preferably, I would like it to be clear. I mean, I understand why the reflection is the way it is, but I would like to look through a clear glass. Another negative that that kind of stuck out for me is the price, okay? Right now, I think this is $519 on Optics Planet. Now, before all of this stuff started happening in 2020, these were about $450 new from what I remember. So now with all the increase in prices with parts, accessories, and pew-pews and all that other stuff, from 2020 to 2021, it has gone up. Personally, I would prefer if this optic was more around $400-ish. And you're probably saying, well, Liv, come on, it's top in this market. Absolutely it is, right? It's proven military, law enforcement, duty, security, all of that. It is proven absolutely 100%, right? Absolutely. I just think that for $520, like, that's another pew-pew, right? That's a decent pew-pew. That's your Glocks, that's your M&Ps, that's a mechanic maybe with a little bit more to purchase some ammo. It's just pricey. But you can't put a price on, I guess, your life if you're going out into battle. Now, if you're just going to the range or you're just going to plink, then it can be a little pricey. However, if you're using it as your EDC or home defense, then you might find that, you know what, it is well priced. I'm going to go ahead and pay for it and have a peace of mind, especially with its lifetime warranty. Overall, for me, with all that being considered, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, are you crazy? And 10 being, shut up and take my money, I'm at a 9. All right, that's how I feel about it. I think this is a solid 9. I can't give it a 10, even though it is the infamous RMR and it is everything most people want it to be. It is just, the price and that small little tint. Clear the glass up, drop the price a little bit, it'd be a 10 out of 10. But anyway, that's that on that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're doing well, treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Peace.